Hi guys, you know what gets me to buy an anime sometimes? The age rating. Every show that comes into the UK has to go through the BBFC system. The most common age ratings are 12 and 15. The BBFC need to go through the whole show, so if the show is rated 12, but one episode is rated 15, then suddenly the whole show gets a 15 rating. So when I see a show that gets an 18, I immediately become interested, because I'm just wondering what content is in this show that caused it to get the dreaded adults-only rating. So today I thought it'd be interesting to list every show in the UK that has an 18 rating. And currently, as of September 2022, there are 50 shows with an 18 certificate. And yes, I am only going to talk about the shows because I find them more interesting, not movies or OVAs, because that would be an entirely different list. Now, first off, I am going to split it into categories. So first I'm going to talk about the anime that are rated 18 because of violence. And the descriptions of why it's rated 18 is taken directly from the BBFC's website. First is Baccano, Afro Samurai, Dead Man Wonderland, Baki, all due to strong bloody violence. ID Invaded and Nekomonogatari Black due to strong gore. It is worth noting that Nekomonogatari White also has an 18 on the disc for the same reason, but it's due to the Omnibus special feature that shows scenes from Neko Black. Requiem from the Darkness, Gantz, Devil May Cry Baby have strong bloody violence listed, but also strong sex. Devil's Line, Goblin Slayer, Shigure Death Frenzy, Berserk, and Hellsing Ultimate for strong bloody violence and sexual violence. These next two shows only have sexual violence listed. Record of Grand Crest's War and Sword Art Online Season 3. Season 1 and 2 of Sword Art Online are rated 15. Seven Mortal Sins has sexual violence but also nudity listed as well. How Not to Summon a Demon Lord and Killing Bites also have sexualized images listed. The Hentai Prince and the Stawny Cat and Big Order list sexual violence and strong sex references. These next two got 18 only for sexual threat, which is the threat of sexual violence. First one is Black Lagoon, the Second Barrage. Season 1 is rated 15. The next one is Mawaru Penguin Drum, which throughout is a 12 rated series. But due to a brief scene where one character gets drugged and then undressed by another, it got the 18 rating. Also rated 18 for sexual threat is Akudama, which also has strong bloody violence listed. Next is Prison School, which has a whole bunch of things listed. Sexualized threat, strong sex references, nudity, and sexualized images. And Plunderer, which also lists a whole bunch of reasons. Sexual violence, sexualized images, bloody images, violence, and injury detail. The last one listed in the violence category is Season 1 to 3 of Ikitusen for strong violence, sexualized images, and sexual fetish. We'll come back to sexual fetish later. Next category is sex and nudity. Now, there is not a lot compared to the violence category, but over the past decade or so, a lot more shows have been getting it because of sex and nudity. These first four are due to strong or sexualized nudity. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs, Kandagawa Jet Girls, which honestly, if it wasn't for the nudity in the show, would be a PG-rated show. Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? And High School DxD Seasons 2, 3, and 4. Weirdly though, Season 3 used to be rated 15, but the rating got bumped up to 18 after it was re-released, and you can still find the Season 3 out there with the 15 rating. Season 1 is rated 15 though. Maybe it would be bumped up if it got a re-release. These next three, only due to strong sex: Domestic Girlfriend, We Without Wings Under the Innocent Sky, and Testament of New Sister Devil Season 1 and 2. These next three are because of both sex and nudity. Samurai Girls, Season 2 is rated 15. Monster Mushi and Daimodala, Prince vs. Penguin Empire. These next three, due to strong sex references. My Girlfriend is So Bitch, Sector Gai Yokindomu, Season 2. Season 1 is rated 15. And Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. Azul Lane is the only one to get it for sexualized images and nudity. And finally, these two because of sexual fetish references, which along with Ikitusen are the only ones to get it due to this issue. Shominetu and Oremio, Season 1, Season 2 is rated 15. Now, the final category, which I personally find to be the most interesting, is theme. There are certain themes in the UK that will get you an instant 18 certificate depending on how you handle them. The first major one is suicide. Now with the BBFC, if you show suicide techniques, portray suicide in a positive way, you'll get an 18 certificate. And there are currently 3 shows that have the rating because of suicide. So the first one we can talk about, which is probably the most infamous one, is Paranoia Agent. Episode 8 of Paranoia Agent, Happy Family Planning, show all of this. And the original DVD release of this show even had a minute cut due to a comic scene where the 3 characters try to hang themselves. In late 2021 though, the series was released fully uncut on Blu-ray for the first time in the UK. Also with suicide listed is Bungo Stray Dogs Season 1. Season 2 and 3 are rated 15. High Rise Invasion, which is a show on Netflix, is the last show with suicide listed, and it also has sexual violence listed. The next show is unique because it's the only one with this listed as a reason, and that show is O Maidens in Your Savage Season. So what could it be? If you've seen the show, you probably have a good idea. It's child sex abuse. So there is an older male character in the show who has a history of one of the main characters. I wouldn't really call it sex abuse since he claims he would never do that due to him liking the purity of children. But I see why they gave it an 18 because the whole dynamic with this character is disturbing. While editing this video, a new anime did just get rated 18 and also lists child sexual abuse. And that's Combatants Will Be Dispatched, Strong Partner, and Smart Partner. It also lists Sexual Threat. Now on to the final show. So yes, there is one theme listed that is pretty common in anime, and you're probably wondering why it hasn't come up yet. Well, there is currently one show with it as a reason. So, Nisa Monogatari. It lists sexualized nudity, gore, sex, and incest references as the reason. You probably know what episode it is referring to with the incest references. You know what is even rarer than an 18 rating though? A U rating. And I currently have only seen one show with this rating, and that is this show, Area, the animation. Yes, even stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Digimon, no, they are rated PG. Just like Cells at Work, which is one of the bloodiest shows I have ever seen, and it somehow got away with a PG due to mild violence. In Australia, it is rated MA15+, which is the same rating Afro Samurai got, which is an 18 over here, so they are apparently on the same level. All these shows are not as bloody as Cells at Work, but oh yeah, PG for mild violence.